want to know everything about the best possible defenders in FIFA 23's Ultimate Team, you have chosen the perfect video. Centre backs, right wing backs, left backs, and left wing backs. 6 categories, very cheap, medium, expensive, elite, and the champions. Sit back, relax, and search the player matching your budget. And for the best shirts, go to soccerdealshop.cn, click the link down below, 13 bucks, and this can be yours. And if you're looking to build yourself a dream team but you're out of coins, don't worry. Go to u7buy.com, the best place for your FUT23 coins. Hit the link in the description right away and use the code VIVA for a big discount when you're checking out. Welcome everybody. As I told you, 6 categories for every single position, so 2 pages full of it. Very cheap players, it's around 0 to 10,000 coins, and with that we find ourselves the absolute masterpieces of the cheap players. That is Jules Koundé, 5k, Rafael Varane, 6k. Those players are a steal. You can build yourself a La Liga and Premier League hybrid. Down the right hand side with Varane, down the left hand side with Jules Koundé. You can link Barcelona and Manchester United players, French nationality goalkeeper for example Mike Maignan. You can even go to the Serie A with Theo Hernandez, Mike Maignan, you name it, you build it. What I love about these 2 centre backs is that they are a total package. They're extremely quick. They're great with the standing tackle, sliding tackle, and they can catch up with every single striker that will escape them. Mbappe, Pelé, Fat Ronaldo, it doesn't matter. Jules Koundé and Rafael Varane will be there to pick them up. If you have a little bit more money to spend, so let's say between the 10 and 25k, you can upgrade those players. Alaba is a great player. In combination with Tomori, you could go for a Serie A linked with the La Liga. But also Marquinhos is not bad. He's an 88 rated center back with 79 speed and 89 defending. I don't have to tell you, if you put a shadow card on these guys, they're not that bad. Well, they're freaking awesome. They're better than a lot of icon cards in the game. So Alaba is a great passing player. Tomori is more a defensive beast. On the ball, not as good. And Marquinhos is like Alaba, Tomori having a baby with Super Saiyan powers. That is Marquinhos. Then we go to the medium budget, and that is for around players between the 25 and 50k. So not even the top-notch players, but on the pitch they will feel top-notch. Trust me, you won't find a lot better. If you like Alaba or Marquinhos for example, then with Eder Militao and Antonio Rudiger, you can get yourself a 40k and 40k player around mid-November that will bring you weekend league victory after weekend league victory. They can get you to the higher divisions individual rivals. Don't need to worry about that. In the Chelsea centre back Koulibaly, we find the best centre back in the Premier League for a budget around the 50k area. And in the Serie A, that is Leonardo Bonucci. Yes, his rule breaker card that is, because his normal card is too slow, but this card looks pretty awesome. Then we go to the second page, and there we find the expensive, elite, and iconic players. The expensive players will have a value from 50 to 100k. Then the elite 100 to 250k, and well, of course the champions, it's 250k and higher, over the millions exactly. Nemanja Vidic and Fofana, of course he has a position change, normally a centre midfielder, but this time you can see it. Yep guys, he is a centre back. The captain of Racing Club de Los is just a wonderful player. Nemanja Vidic will go for around 90k, under 100k for the beast of Serbia. Well, the following players in the elite category will be between 190 and 250k. So this is more for the, well, elite players in FIFA. Do you play the weekend league a lot? Do you play division rivals? Are throwing money at the game? Those other players you can go for. Van Dijk and Konate, beautiful combo in the Premier League. Carvalho with his World Cup card. He is linked with a lot of great players. And Sol Campbell and World Cup Araujo are there to stay. With that notice that I believe Araujo can go even higher. If Uruguay will go to the quarterfinals, something like that is quite reasonable. Araujo will end up with a 90 rated card. So great for the Barcelona and La Liga members to build their squad with Ronald Araujo, because you can get yourself one of the best players in FIFA history. I don't have to tell you that the Champions players are the most expensive ones, but they're also the best possible players. But this is only for the absolute elite warriors amongst us. Maldini, Cordoba, Sergio Ramos, they're great. But they are absolutely nothing compared with World Cup card Lucio. As a hero, Lucio was already insane, but you can see it on the card. He is going Super Saiyan mode times 3, like Kaioken, Super Saiyan, and also joining with Vegeta in a switch. So that is what Lucio is. He is the absolute best center back I've ever seen in any single game. From the center backs, we go to the left backs. And quite honestly, if you're looking for a left back that's cheap and overpowered, go to the Bundesliga. Get yourself Manuel Neuer, Dayot Upamecano, get Goretzka as a center mid, Sane down the winger as a cam, and then finishing that team off on the left hand side with Koeman and Alphonso Davies. That is how you build yourself a nice winning team. From the Bundesliga, those other players: Neuer, Upa, Davies, Goretzka, Sane, Koeman, and maybe Werner. Yes, I know he's playing for RB Leipzig because Sadio Mane is a little bit too expensive if you're asking me, but Davies is the king of the cheap left backs. If you go to the category 10 to 25k, I have to shock you guys. We don't find a lot of players there. We actually don't find them. Frankowski might be the best in the area. 13k only. It also shows that you can get a lot of cheap left backs in the Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, but actually to make a step higher, you need to spend a lot more. Frankowski is just a minor step. You can see it with Theo Hernandez and Folo Mendy. I actually show yourself 50k left backs, and they will be incredible. What makes them so damn good? They have 93 and 92 speed. That is something insane already. They combine that with 78 defending and 83 and 84 physicality, stamina all game long. So those are the players you want on that special left back position. João Capdevila is the only player I can recommend you between the 50 and 100k. That's it. It's really that easy. I would even say go for Felo Mendy. He's better. Go for Theo Hernandez. He's better. Capdevila also has a World Cup card, but that is more expensive and less overpowered in comparison with the price you pay for him. So yes, we can keep it quite honest, simple. Capdevila is the best player for around 75k. The elite players are so much better. 100k to 250k. With Theo Hernandez, with Zanetti as a left back, and Ashley Cole, his second form of the icons. It's simple as that. Those are the players you want on that left back position. If you are on a good budget, you don't need to worry. Those are the players that will get you a lot of victories for your squad. So you might think, Viva, I can't pay them. Guys, play FIFA, trade, SBC, Weekend League, and in a couple of weeks, you can easily get yourself an icon to the team. What can I tell you about the best possible left backs? They're both icons, and they're real icons for their country and club. Real Madrid, Milan, Brazil, and Italy legends Paolo Maldini and Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos was the man with the banana free kick, and Paolo Maldini was the man that was also safe and secure every single time he played. You know, left back, center back, it didn't even matter. He is as good as it gets. Reliable, a captain, a leader, and Roberto Carlos is more like a speedy left back, Maldini more like a holding left back, but both of them are unbeatable on their position. From the left backs, we go to the right backs, and there you find a lot of very cheap, overpowered players, starting off with Cuadrado, attackingly one of the best, and Thomas Meunier, rule breaker card, available for around 10k. Is that unreal, Viva? Yes, that is unreal. The Bundesliga is just so good for players with a low fee. Meunier and Cuadrado are great examples. Meunier in the Premier League would have been awesome, but yep, this time he's still playing in the Bundesliga. The players that really love him this position will only cost you around, well, let's say 25k plus, and Hakimi is even cheaper, 14k. And we have Frimpong, right wing back. Thomas Meunier is great. Frimpong is even quicker. It's like having Usain Bolt on that right back spot. And what can we say about Achraf Hakimi? One of the most complete right backs in the game, available for 15k. That's like stealing candy from a baby. Donnarumma, Kimpembe, Marquinhos, Hakimi, and you built yourself a super cool team from Paris Saint-Germain players alone. Renato Sanchez, cheap on that midfield as well. Start building with Paris Saint-Germain and see how far you will get. Then we have Jesus Navas and Joao Cancelo. Cancelo has a beautiful inform card that's worth around 250k. Jesus Navas is a rule breaker playing in the Spanish La Liga, and he is just without any doubts the best right back available in the Spanish division. Nobody is better. 50k, it is a lot of money maybe, but they will be cheaper. Cancelo is touching 40k around November, and that means he will go down even further towards December, when a lot of people will do pack openings, and a lot of people will get FIFA as a game. So wait a little bit longer if they're expensive, but trust me, it will be great. And we're turning to the last page full of right backs, and there we find Kyle Walker and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I can't help it, between the 50 and 100k, it's all about the Premier League. Kyle Walker is on my bench, Wan-Bissaka is in my starting 11, and I switched it around because I invested in Wan-Bissaka, road to the knockout stage. 84 rated, it went up 2 times to 86 to 87, and now Wan-Bissaka is playing and Kyle Walker is benching my team. Not bad. Not bad at all. In the Spanish La Liga, Jesus Navas has some competition with Dani Carvajal, the World Cup card that has the potential to go up because, let's face it, Spain every single time is a candidate to win that World Cup. Also this year, so Dani Carvajal has potential to go up to 90 is quite reasonable. And then you're around December and you have yourself a card that will reach until the end of FIFA. It can go until team of the season, so that is how quick it can go. With a player like Dani Carvajal, you're good to go until the end of the game, and that is always great mid-November. And we're finishing the episode off with the final 3 players, the iconic players, the champions on the right back position, and that is, of course, Capito, also known as Carlos Alberto Capito. We have Zambrotta, one of the quickest guys out here with complete defending, dribbling, and also passing stats, and Cafu, the highest valued right back. Who will you pick? It doesn't matter. They're all great. It depends on what player do you think is the coolest for your team. So boys and girls, I hope the video helped you building yourself a nice hybrid, the best players for every single budget. I hope I helped you out. If I did, leave a like, subscribe, and put on the I button, put on the notification bell, and click the I button for more videos in this category. Invest 1 or 2 hours on my channel to become a mastermind in FIFA. It's worth it, I guess. Click the I button and I'll see you in a flash.